So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that will be incomplete as well. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Connor, a beautiful fake. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Give him 30 yards there.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for an AFC first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The trot, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to capitalize on the fumble recovery as it leads to 6 points. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Breeze going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Breeze to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That goes for a gain of 31.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Here's Brett Kern now. On, we think, to punt. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon. Time for a break as he's on to punt for the NFC. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the NFC. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins. 57 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game, because the payoff is...
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Breeze now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Yeah, let's go second.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
The NFC takes over first down 10. Ready?
Breeze now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze.
Breeze pass intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. Derwin James.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of it.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team franchise or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then he with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
everyone, it's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
All set to go now from Orlando. The 2019 NFL Pro Bowl is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw is Brees. This complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, it's pretty evident what they want to do, the same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Taking it in from a yard out. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's third down. A look at the starters defensively now for the NFC.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. At the end of one, 6-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run. It's Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
23 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. Escapes this, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the NFC has a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here. In the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye, and touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Rosas good with the extra point. So this drive spans 7 plays. And last year's rushing and total touchdown leader Todd Gurley caps it with his first of the game here. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Rosas now to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the number 1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score, going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Ready, 5-8, 55.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Able to power through. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Breeze now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, And now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed. Catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Here we go. Young lady. Gotta do better.
So we've reached halftime of the 2019. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than... And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a catch made by Hopkins. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes now to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he works free. Past the 20. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley, 27 yards. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Just like that.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And this will be a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
PAT up and good by Rosas. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And his pass incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Breeze now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver.
Touchdown, NFC.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Breeze going to throw. Now Breeze lost the football, and that's picked up by the AFC. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The AFC offense making their way back out. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we